Well, I'd also like to welcome now Molly, the MEP. Molly, Molly, Molly.
Hey, thank you for that fantastic welcome. Second only to my appearance at Glastonbury. Yes, I really was there, but not on the pyramid stage. So, got my notes here. Always come prepared. First of all, it's fabulous, absolutely fabulous to see so many of you here in Brussels. I mean, 2 years ago, we couldn't have imagined something like this. We couldn't have imagined British people coming out showing their love and passion for the European Union. We've built a fantastic movement. You know, you've done that in your streets, in your communities. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, you often hear people say we shouldn't have a people's vote, because after all, the Brexit referendum was the biggest exercise in democracy we've ever seen. Well, how many people here think that's actually true? How many people here think that the Brexit vote was a democratic decision? We know that both the Leave campaigns broke the law. It's not about cheating, it's about crime. Brexit is a crime scene. I'm sure Femi's here, that's one of his favourite slogans. We're not going to let an undemocratic decision like that stand. We know that both sides broke spending rules and they broke the law and the police are investigating. We also know that there was Russian involvement. We know that a foreign power interfered with our electoral process. And we know that there were adverts sent, you've probably seen those adverts, you know, saying that over in that building I've been plotting to stop you have your cup of tea, or plotting to try and kill off polar bears. Lies were sent to people, and on the basis of that they changed their minds. And we will not allow an undemocratic decision to stand. This is about not just stopping Brexit, but it's also about saving our democracy. I know one of the reasons you're here is to make sure that we maintain warm relationships and good friendships with our European allies, and that's so important. They've made very clear that they're going to keep the door open. They don't want to lose us any more than we want to lose them. And so the politicians here are clearly keeping that door open. You're keeping those links, and you're communicating very clearly that there's still a huge enthusiasm for the EU in Britain. And several people have asked me today, is it possible to withdraw Article 50? I mean, there's so much crap, quite honestly, talked about what the situation is back in Britain, but the law here is very clear. We invoked Article 50, we can unilaterally revoke it, and if we do that, we keep exactly the same conditions we have now. So when you go home, write that letter to your local papers, make sure everybody knows that, because there's a huge amount of disinformation about that. We still have the power and the right to say that we want to remain in the EU. Everything, because I know there's plenty of MEPs coming after me to support you and to speak to you. But the last thing I wanted to say is just to quote David Davis-Backe himself. If a democracy cannot change its mind, it ceases to be a democracy. We can see from the polling that the people of Britain have changed their minds. We have a right to make that felt. We have a right to have a people's vote and to change our minds and stay in the EU. Thank you very much.